This is our fifth and final way to solve a quadratic. This method works every time. So if you get stuck on another method, you can always resort to the quadratic formula. These steps are to first write the equation in standard form, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Identify a, b, and c, and then substitute those values into the quadratic formula and simplify. It's really easy, but you have to be careful about substituting it in. Watch out for your signs, etc. Don't try to do all of it at one time because that's how you make mistakes. This b squared right here should always be positive. It does not matter what you put in place of b. If you square it, it's always going to give you a positive answer. So it's a positive number minus 4 times a times c. B squared is going to be positive minus 4 times a times c. You have to multiply this before you can subtract it from b squared. Remember your order of operations. So let's look at number 1. Is it in standard form? Yes. What is a, b, and c? The quadratic formula is negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So if b is 2, what is negative b? Or the opposite of b? Negative 2. B squared is 4 minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. All right. Figure out what's up under the radical first. This part, the b squared minus 4ac, is your discriminant. I think we talked about that earlier. Discriminant? Okay, well, whether we did or didn't, we're going to talk about it again. It will tell you how many solutions you will have to the quadratic. If your discriminant is positive, you'll have 2 real solutions. If your discriminant is 0, you will have 1 real solution. If your discriminant is negative, you will have 2 imaginary solutions. Because that will, the negative under the radical gives you the I. So let's figure out what's under this radical. 4 minus 4 times 1 times negative 63. What's negative 4 times negative 63? What's negative? Say it again. 252. What's 252 plus 4? 256. What's the square root of 256? So that's going to give us our 2 solutions. We have negative 2 plus 16 divided by 2 and negative 2 minus 16 divided by 2. When I was grading quizzes, a lot of people would leave it like this and not get the 2 solutions. If you can take the square root of something, do it. You want your answer to be in simplest form, the most simple form you can get it into. So keep going. A lot of you stopped too early. What's the square root of 1? What's the square root of 1? 1. That was on the quiz. A lot of people left it as square root of 1. You can take the square root of 1, it's 1. Because 1 times 1 is 1. So just keep going. Just make sure you're simplifying completely. Negative 2 plus 16 is 14 divided by 2 is 7. Negative 2 minus 16 is negative 18 divided by 2 is negative 9. I'm going to move down to number 3 because I took up all that room over there. Put it in standard form first. You have to bring the 1 over by subtracting it. It becomes negative. What are A, B, and C? Quadratic formula is x equals negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. The opposite of b is negative 2. b squared is 4 minus 4 times a times c all over 2a. So we've got, you can change that to adding a negative if that makes it better for you. But you have to multiply before you add or subtract that 4. Negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. So 4 minus 4 is 0. So you got negative 2 over 2 times negative 1. Because if this is 0, you don't have to add or subtract anything. It's plus or minus 0. It's not going to change anything. So we just have one solution. Negative 2 divided by negative 2 is 1. Your one solution, x equals 1. Number 5, 9x squared minus 1. We need it in standard form, so bring the 24 over. If this was me, I would just do, if I'm just looking at a problem, I would automatically know there's no bx term, so I'd use square roots. But we're going to see what happens when we use quadratic formula. So we have 9x squared minus 25 equals 0. What is a, b, and c? B is 0. B is the term that goes with x. There is no x. So A is 9, B is 0, C is negative 25. C is the constant. Remember, C for constant. That means it does not have a variable. It stays constant. All right, now we put it into the formula. X equals negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So we have 0 plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c. What's going to happen under the radical? 0 minus, well, these two multiply and give you positive, so it's going to be a positive number. You're going to have two solutions. I was thinking a negative, but because both of these are negative and you multiply, it's going to give you a positive under the radical. So we have 0 plus or minus, what's negative 4 times 9 times negative 25? 900, right? What's the square root of 900? 30. So we have 0 plus or minus 30 over 18. That gives me two solutions. What are they? 30 over 18, negative 30 over 18, and simplify. 10 thirds and negative 10 thirds. Or 10 over, did I do that right? 6 will go 5 times, my bad, 5 thirds. 6 goes 5 times and 3 times. 5 thirds and negative 5 thirds. 5 thirds and negative 5 thirds. Any questions on those? There are a couple of songs to help you remember the quadratic formula, so I'll sing one of them with you. Y'all repeat after me. Negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So hopefully that will help you remember the quadratic formula and not my horrible singing. All right, put it in standard form. Actually, the x should go before the negative 9. So x squared minus 4x minus 9 equals 0. What is A?
1.
B? And C. What's the quadratic formula? Negative B plus or minus square root B squared minus 4AC all over 2A. If B is negative 4, the opposite of negative 4 is 4. B squared is 16 minus 4 times A times C all over 2A. A is 1, so that's just 2. All right, what's under my radical? 16 plus 36, because negative times negative is positive.
52.
All right, what's the square root of 52?
233.
So we have 4 plus or minus 2 square root of 13 over 2. Is that what y'all said? 2 square root of 13? All right, these are all three divisible by 2, so we can simplify and get 2 plus or minus square root of 13. Divide everything by 2. Yeah. All right, do you want to see another one?
Yes.
Which one?
11.
11. All righty, what is A?
Negative 3. 8.
Mm-hmm. Quadratic formula is negative B plus or minus square root B squared minus 4AC all over 2A. The opposite of B is negative 8. B squared is 64 minus 4 times A times C all over 2A. So what do I have under my radical?
Negative 6.
Negative 6?
No.
64 plus or minus, what's 4 times 3 times 7? There's 3 negatives, so it's going to be negative. 64 minus 28 times 3. 64 minus what?
8. Negative 84. Yeah, negative 3. Yeah.
Negative 20. Should be negative 20. Is that what y'all got?
Yeah.
All right. What's the square root of negative 20?
2. What? 2. Will be matching.
Yes.
2i.
You're going to have an I because of the negative under the radical.
2i.
So we have negative 8 plus or minus 2I square root of 5 over negative 6, right? 2, 8, and 6 are all divisible by 2, so we can still simplify that to what? Negative 4 plus or minus I times the square root of 5 over negative 3. Any questions? All right. This is your assignment today, homework 7. This is assignment 18. You can do the evens or the odds.